like to get to know if I could be the kind of girl that you could be down for. 'Cause when I look at you, I feel something tell me.
Hello, hi, hey, and good morning. Today is Wednesday, January 21st, and I am just leaving school. I'm taking my test, and y'all, I'm glad I did not start the vlog when I first got in the car, because even though I was cool, I was still kind of like just a little bit bummed out because I knew my grade was about to get affected. But I was like happy. I was cool, but I was a little bummed out. But I was more cool than I was bummed out. I know that don't make sense, but let me explain. So when I first left out of my exam room, I had a mixture of emotions. And the reason why I had a mixture of emotions is because on one hand, I was a little bummed out about my test, my class exam, because of my grade. I didn't like the grade that I had. And then, but I was kind of okay because I knew like, okay, well, she still got to go in and grade it herself. So hopefully it'll boost my grade. I'm going to just keep it 100 with y'all. I failed it. So I was like, oh my gosh, I'm sorry I failed. I'm glad it's not like the final or nothing. It's just going to affect my grade, not necessarily stop me from passing the class. But I was keeping hope alive because I'm like, okay, well, she still got to go in and she still got to grade it herself, because you get the automatic grade, but then it's some stuff on there where she got to go in and look at it or whatever and grade it herself. So once she do that, maybe my grade will go up, and at least it'll get me to passing, you know. And so I was like, okay, keep hope alive. You may have still passed, right? So then I had to take the math test because I did not pass it the first time. But I did not pass it the first time, not because I did not know the information. Y'all, I am so proud of myself because literally I have been killing this math. And anybody who talks to me will tell you that I have always said, I'm not saying that I was bad at math in high school, but it wasn't my favorite subject by far. And then once we got into x times z over y squared to the third power and all that extra stuff, I completely zoned out. So my later years of math, once I got out of like, you know, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, even long multiplication and long division, I was cool with it. It was once we got past that, I was like, yeah, I don't know. As long as I pass, I don't know what to tell you. So college math, I was like, I don't want to have to take math. Find me a school where I ain't got to take math. Not realizing how much math is involved in nursing, right? So I get in nursing school just to find out math is everywhere. You can't avoid it. So I came in thinking I'm not going to do that good. But I have been killing it. When I say killing it, I think even my algebra class that I had to take, I passed with like a 97%. I shocked myself with that one. So anyway, I have been doing so good with the math that when I didn't pass last week's math test, it wasn't because I did not do the math. I got all the math right. It was a couple of them I just didn't read. I skimmed through the label instead of actually reading the label. And so I missed like some of the directions or whatever. And then one of them was like literally I second guessed myself. Like I thought I knew the answer and then went back and changed it to something else, and I got it wrong. So anyway, I had it right the first time, basically. So anyway, actually no, it wasn't that I second guessed myself. It was that the module that we had to do before the test, when I picked a specific answer, it told me it was wrong. So when I saw that question on the test, I went off of what the module said, and whole time the module was wrong. So I got it wrong because I went off of what the module said, even though the module was wrong. So, do I really count that as me getting that wrong? Anyway, and then like I said, the other one, I just skimmed through the label when I should have actually read it. But as far as doing the math and the conversions and stuff, I got all of that right. Like, I did not get one single solitary actual math problem wrong. So me, I'm like, okay, but I had to take it again. So I took it again today, and this time I took my time and I read through everything. Then I get to question number 9. And I don't know why this question tripped me up so bad, but it did. I second guessed myself so bad. I think I spent like 3 minutes on this question just trying to figure out if I was right. Like, it was just something about it didn't seem right to me. And I'm like, oh my God. So next thing you know, I look up, and because it tell you like you went through half of your time for the test or whatever. Next thing you know, I seen another thing pop up, but I didn't know what it was. But when I looked up, the notification was like going away. It was like it flashed or something. And I look up at the top, and it said I got like 3 minutes left to finish the test. And I don't know what question 10 is going to be. So I don't know if I'm going to need time on it. So I was just like, forget it. I'm going to just roll with what I got. And I just went with it. Because I'm like, at this point, I don't know. This all I got. I don't have time to try to figure out something else, or I'm not going to pass the test simply because I didn't finish it. So I hurry up and I put in what I had. So I get to the next question, and the next question was kind of easy to me. So I answered it kind of quick or whatever. And I'm just, in my head, I'm like, you know what? Even if I get 9 out of 10, I pass, because all I need is a 90. So, okay, cool. Y'all, it said 10 out of 10A. I was like, our proctor was probably, what the fuck? I'm sorry, somebody literally just drove the shoulder and is swerving through traffic now. See? People crazy. Time for me to get home and off these roads, because they literally swerving through traffic, driving shoulder and everything. That's why I look that way. There's no lane over there. It's just the shoulder. Anyway, so even the proctor was probably looking at me like she could tell I was thoroughly surprised. Like, and then I took a deep breath, like, because I got 10 out of 10. And when I say number 9 was a panic answer, like, I'm running out of time and I just want to finish this test, so I just put in what I had, not thinking it was wrong, but the whole time it was right. So I spent extra 2-3 minutes trying to figure that problem out when I had it figured out in 2.5 seconds. I spent another 2 to 3 minutes trying to figure it out because I thought I was wrong, and the whole time I was right. And let me tell you something. Marcel tell me all the time, Mommy, don't second guess yourself. Usually when you second guess yourself and you change your answer, your first answer was right. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know why I do that sometimes. It was like, yeah, just don't do that. Just don't do that and you'll be okay. And sure enough, I didn't listen. I got to second guessing myself. The only difference this time was I did not change my answer. I rolled with the answer that I had. But that was because I couldn't figure out another answer. Like, I'm busy second guessing myself, thinking that my answer is wrong, but I literally can't figure out another answer. Like, this is the only one I keep coming back to. So it was weird, but so that's what made me happy, because I got that 10 out of 10 kind of not expecting it. So when I got in the car and I started to put on my thing to start the vlog, I got a notification that said my math test was graded. So I'm like, well, if she put in the math test already, granted it popped up already, so she don't have to grade that one, but she do got to put it in the system. So I'm like, well, if she put that in already, I know she put in my other test already, because I've been done with that. So I went to go check, and sure enough, my other test was in, and I had a much better grade, a very much so passing grade. So I was like, oh yes, I can start this vlog on a much better note. So I wasn't gonna let it get me down at the end of the day. I have let it get me down in the past. I think I put up a vlog. It was actually the one on my birthday when I failed that test, and I was pissed. I was pissed. I cried and everything. That was the first test that I had failed since being in nursing school. Like, I might have got a just above passing, but I had never failed yet. And so that was like a blow to the gut on my birthday. So, but anyway, I was just like, you know what, it's cool. Hopefully by the time she done grading it, I be done passed at least. And I'm more than passed, so I'm happy. So now I'm on my way home. The kids stayed home from daycare today because I woke up super late. It was like I could not wake up this morning. So I literally snoozed my alarm from 5 a.m. to 8:05 a.m. I continued snoozing from 5. Do you know how much snoozing that is? How much broken sleep that is? My alarm literally goes off every 9 minutes. So every 9 minutes from 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. I was up snoozing when I could have just got up. But I didn't. So, because I woke up late, because I had to be there by 9:30. So if I would have took them to daycare, waking up at 8 o'clock and not being able to walk out the door at 8 o'clock wasn't going to work. Because I would have had to have them at daycare by 8:30. Not walking out the door by 8:30. Not leaving out the house. Not driving down the road. Not getting on the freeway. I have to be dropping them off. They're getting out the car and I'm turning around and get back on the freeway by 8:30. And that wasn't going to happen. So, they actually are at home with my mother. Honey is gone to work, to school. But he get out early today too. And I'm on my way home because I have to get on for lecture. As a matter of fact, this is the latest I've ever had to take a test, and so I'm gonna have to do my lecture on the way home because I think lecture start at 11 and it's 10:54. So that's that. And then my tires, I was telling y'all yesterday, which I still have to edit that vlog, but I was telling y'all yesterday that my tire pressure was low in my front tires, and I thought maybe it was the weather, and maybe it was the weather on one of my tires because it started going back up, then it went back down or whatever, and now it's not critically low, but my other tire is. And so I'm gonna try to go put some air in it when I get out of school, but the tire that's low is the one that I just got fixed a couple months ago. So hopefully I can fill it with some air and it'll be fine, and I don't have to get it fixed again. But it's not like going down. It's literally at the same level. It's just low. So that to me says, I don't know what happens to air when it's freezing cold outside, but some of my air some of my air is gone because it's cold outside, because there's no other explanation. It was fine when I was driving it the other day. So, I don't know. But, so I'm on my way home. I'm about to do my lecture while I'm on my way home, and then do my lecture when I get home. Yesterday, I did not end the vlog because once I got home, I changed my clothes. I got in my bed. I was supposed to take a nap. And that nap turned into damn near me going to bed. And by the time I woke up, it was 8 o'clock at night, and I had homework to do. So all I did was got up, did my homework, and then went back to bed. So I will see y'all after my lecture, probably, because I should be done hopefully by, I think, 2:30, hopefully. And then I gotta go put some air in my tire, and then I have to finish my stuff for my clinical for next month. Get that done. And then I have to also do this proposal for my client. So I got some stuff to do today. So I will see y'all when I get to tending to that stuff. Hey y'all. So I'm sure y'all can tell by now that it is many hours later. I got on my lecture. First of all, I thought my lecture was at 11. It was at 11:30. So I spent half the time trying to get home, sitting, waiting to get in on lecture, thinking I was waiting for her to let me in, and the whole time, it wasn't even time. So there was that. And then when I did get home, I had to hop right on. I was so tired. It was rough trying to get through lecture today because I was tired. And then after lecture, I kind of twiddled my thumbs a little bit. Made my wontons that I've been trying to make for days now. And then I laid across my couch. And it was over with. So, I am just now getting back up. And it is almost 10 o'clock at night. Yep. So that's how today went. And I'm still tired. So I'm actually about to go upstairs and get in the bed. But I am about to try to get my kitchen together because my kitchen does look like a mess right now. Because I guess I forgot to run my dishwasher last night. I think I said I was going to run it this morning before I left, and I didn't. And then the mess from cooking and eating and all of that wonderful things today. Am I going to wash the dishes tonight? Probably not. I'm going to run the dishwasher and get up in the morning and unload the dishwasher and reload the dishwasher with all the stuff that couldn't go in it tonight. That's the kind of night I'm having because I'm tired. So yeah. Just wanted to come back and update you because, yeah, I did not go get the air pressure in my tires. I don't know what else I was supposed to do today, but I can tell you it didn't get done. I submitted my notes for today, like literally as soon as she said, okay guys, have a good day, I said, have a good day, bye, and submitted my notes because I didn't want to forget. But I did not do any of my other homework. Tomorrow I'm off, so tomorrow's going to be full of homework because two things. I have a birthday party to go to on Saturday. And I don't want to be worried about homework because all my homework is due on Sunday. And I don't want to be trying to rush to try to figure out like, oh, I got to get this done, I got to get that done. And I don't want to be trying to do it on Sunday. So generally speaking, throughout my school career thus far, I cram everything in on Saturday and Sunday, and I don't want to do that. So try to cram it all in between tomorrow and Friday. Yeah, because tomorrow's Thursday. So Thursday and Friday, try to cram all my homework and stuff in. Saturday, I don't have to worry about it, or I can just finish up whatever I didn't finish. But if I get up tomorrow and just get busy, I should be okay. And then Sunday, I have a date with my children to finish watching the Harry Potter series. We have watched all the Harry Potter movies. We started watching them in October around Halloween because every year in October we watch scary movies. And starting literally November 1st, the day after Honey's birthday, which is Halloween, we start watching Christmas movies. And there's so many Christmas movies that we literally watch Christmas movies from November to the end of December, literally. So, but October 1st, we start watching scary movies or Halloween themed movies. Like, they're not all scary because I am a Disney kid. And so my picks mostly be from Disney Channel from when I was a kid. Halloween Town, Halloween Town High, Twitches, Mom's Got a Date with a Vampire. What else? Along them lines, you know? So those usually are my picks. The kids sometimes have different picks. Marcel got into his horror bag this year and he was picking stuff like Chucky, Bride of Chucky. Like, what? Since when? He's usually the whole Nightmare Before Christmas kind of kid. This year, he was like, nah. Megan 2.0. Like, what? And Ryan picked Harry Potter. So, we started watching all of those. And we have one more to go. So, hold on. My bad, Honey was coming and I didn't know if he had on clothes and stuff. So anyway, because I know he just got out the shower. But anyway, well, not just got out, but got out long enough. So anyway, and then Ryan had picked Harry Potter, and so we started watching all the Harry Potters. We got down to the very last one, and we still have not watched it. So when I came home today, he was like, "Mom, you want to finish watching Harry Potter?" And I like to do stuff with my kids when they find an interest in stuff. I like to just kind of go with the flow with them in that interest, because first of all, it's a whole lot of kids with a whole lot of interest in a whole lot of stuff that they ain't got no business having interest in. And my kids are not like that. So when they have interests, I like to go with the flow. But then I really like going with the flow when they have interests that include mommy, because they're getting older. And the older they get, the more independent they get, the less they really care about spending time with mom. And so for me, it's like, you still want to watch movies with me? So I kind of jump at that. So I made a date to finish the Harry Potter movie with them on Sunday. And the reason why I scheduled it, because I'm not usually a scheduler. Usually they're like, you want to watch? And I'm like, sure, let's go. But the reason I scheduled it this time is because, like I said, I'm trying to be responsible. And I'm trying to get my homework done so that I can enjoy my weekend. So that's why I scheduled it. And I scheduled it for a couple days from now, because that way I can lock in for these 2 days with nobody feeling bad. Nobody feeling like, oh, you said we was going to do this and now you tired and you don't want to. I got my day to be a friend, and then I could just lock in with me and the kids. I don't know if honey has school this weekend or not. Like, some weekends he got school, some weekends he don't. So I don't know. But I'm gonna lock in with my family on Sunday. And then I have a test on Monday. I have clinical on Tuesday. I have class on Wednesday. And then I have my final on Thursday. So it's moving kind of quick here. So I gotta start compartmentalizing stuff. So, and I did decide that I'm gonna go ahead and do my dishes, because if I don't, my kitchen is gonna look a mess tonight. Like, there's no way for me to. My phone almost got me. It almost got me, because as I was recording, it cut off and said no more storage. And so y'all know that'd be my biggest thing, trying to get back to my vlog, and it'll always be something. But instead of letting it get to me, I just went on and started getting rid of stuff that I knew I didn't need. And I'm back. So don't stress. Address the issue. Keep pushing. Anywho, all I was saying was, I am about to go ahead and wash these dishes, because if I don't, the kitchen is going to be a hot mess tonight. And I don't want to leave it like that. So, but I am going to have the boys dry them. Excellent timing.
Can I have goldfish?
Sure, but I said excellent timing because I'm about to wash these dishes. I want y'all to dry them and put them up.
Okay.
Cool. So there's that. So I am about to do it, because if not, like I said, the kitchen will be a hot mess tonight, and I just don't want to leave it like this. So I'm gonna wash, they're gonna dry and put away, and then I'm gonna run the dishwasher before I go to bed, and then I'm going to bed. Hey y'all, good afternoon. I was gonna say good morning, but it's actually after 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So today is, hold on. Today is Thursday, January 22nd. And yeah, I am doing homework. And the kids are downstairs. Marcel is done with his homework. Ryan is finishing his. And I'm watching a little YouTube. This morning started off so crazy. When Honey was leaving out for school, it was like a police motorcade rolling down our street. A whole bunch of unmarked cars, a big old tank, and no lights, no sirens, no nothing. They did the lights one time because the garbage truck was coming down the street, and it was kind of like, get out of our way. That's it, that's all. And had I not been up watching Honey leave for school, I would have never even knew they was on our street. They were that quiet. Don't know what happened. Nobody seems to be talking about it. So what happened? Don't know. But that happened this morning. It was crazy. And then when I did get up, or because I came back and got back in the bed, and then I got up and I helped little baby with his assessment for school. And then I just kind of been running my mouth with my mama. And then I went downstairs for a second. And now I'm back getting ready to lock in. I have a lot to do though. So, the one plus side is I'm not sleepy. And I was going to drink some coffee, but I noticed lately, coffee makes me sleepy. I don't know why, but I noticed that, like, I could be like this right now, right? Go make me some coffee just because I enjoy drinking coffee, and next thing you know, I'd be sleepy. And it'd be like I wasn't sleepy before I started drinking the coffee. So what is going on? It's like having a reverse effect on me, and I don't know why. So as much as I want my coffee, I'm not going to drink it. I'm going to get some of my work done first, because just in case I get sleepy. So I'm starting with my clinical packet. I got to finish that. After my clinical packet, do I want to do my schoolwork or my clinical work for next week? Not next week, next term. I got a lot to do for my clinical for next term, and I don't want to risk sitting out of my clinical next term because I did not get that stuff done. So I don't know if I want to do my regular schoolwork today and then dedicate tomorrow to my clinical stuff, or because I'm starting with my clinical packet, do my clinical stuff today and then dedicate all of tomorrow to my schoolwork, and then I can actually get up on time and work through all day. I'm not sure. So, but I do know I don't plan on leaving this spot until if Honey get off and we go out to this fruit farm. Maybe I'll get up then because we do want some apples. So maybe I'll get up for that. But other than that, I don't plan on leaving this spot. So I will see when I get some of this work done. Yeah. It is 11:03, and I got my clinical packet done, and then that's it, because I had a cruise proposal that I was supposed to send yesterday, and I didn't send it yesterday because I was asleep. Like, I fell asleep, and yeah, I didn't wake back up until when I came and was like, hey, yeah, it's 10 o'clock at night. And I wasn't, even though I was like, I wasn't going to send it last night at 10 o'clock at night, I literally just sent it and it's 11 o'clock. So kind of defeated the purpose of not sending it yesterday. But it would have been later yesterday because it wasn't done. It wasn't the original proposal. I've been sent that. But she asked for another option. And so I said, okay, cool, I'll send it to you later. And then, so I went on and did that and just sent that off. So I still got homework, and I'm about to do it because I'm not really sleepy. It's Thursday. I don't have to get up in the morning, except for the pack Honey's lunch and stuff. I do have to get up and do that, but other than that, I really don't have to get up and do nothing in the morning. So I'm gonna continue working on it. But what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do my clinical stuff for next month, so I can start knocking that list down, because I don't have to finish that today. Like, I don't have a due date on that, but I do have to start knocking it down. So I'm gonna start doing that. I'm gonna do a couple of those lessons, and then tomorrow I'm gonna dedicate all of tomorrow to just doing my schoolwork, my stuff that's due on Sunday. I'm gonna do all of that tomorrow. So that's my plan for tonight. As you can see, I'm still in the same spot. I did get up and go eat dinner. I cooked, I ate dinner, I laughed, I talked with my family. Like, I took me a little break, but I came back, knocked out the rest of my clinical packet, and knocked out this proposal. I had to build another one because I had to look for another cruise, another date, another ship, all of that. So I just did that. I just emailed the other girls on my travel team. I sent them an email. And so now, I think I'm about to go get me some more water. I kind of want some coffee. I wish I had some decaf coffee, because I really just want the taste of coffee. I want coffee, but I don't want the caffeine from the coffee. Like, I'm a little bit tired, but I'm not like super sleepy. I just want the taste of coffee. So I wish I had some decaf. I probably need to invest in getting some decaf, so that when I want coffee but I don't really need it, I can still drink it. But anywho, that's it for tonight. I don't have nothing else to show y'all. I'm literally just, this is my life right now. This is my little candy snack I had. But I got my computer, I got my stuff. That's it. That's all I'm doing. And I'm watching TV. I got YouTube on. I'm sure Honey is in there brushing his teeth, because he just finished his homework. So he'll be coming in here to go to bed soon. So that's it. So thank y'all for hanging out with me today and yesterday. So thank y'all for hanging out with me for the last couple days. And I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye.